Most people will have seen salmon or fish that's been crusted in sesame seeds. I'm going to show you how you can do that. It's not as complicated as it seems. So I've got some sesame seeds. You can get white or black ones. Put them in a bowl of some description. I don't need all of this fish, so I'm going to cut this in half. This is the top portion or top barrel or cannon. When it's this big, we call it a cannon. The top portion of a beautiful piece of Huon salmon. So Huon aquaculture, down south, a place that I've been to many, many, many times, and a place that I absolutely love. Take that. Now the natural sort of stickiness of the salmon is going to do all the work for you. Now you could put this straight into a fry pan and toast the salmon, and the sesame seeds will go nice and golden. Before I get to that though, I'm going to make a little salad to go with it. So whenever you're doing something like this is you could use this recipe, but really you can create any sort of salad that you want to go along with this. Wasabi and salmon is a great combination. It's a combination that everyone knows, most people have had, but if you don't like wasabi, which some people don't, then just don't add wasabi to this dish. Or you can, wasabi and Japanese mayonnaise, so Kewpie mayonnaise, are really, really good because the Kewpie mayonnaise, the fatness in the Kewpie mayonnaise takes away that really astringent or harsh taste of the wasabi, so that's a good way of going about it. So in a bowl to mix everything in. Your edamame can just go straight in, so your little Japanese broad beans can go straight in. And they're really what the dish is about. So these sweet, they've got that beautiful chlorophyll green flavour to them. It's really, really hard to explain. They're just a beautiful sweet bean. Then I've got some cabbage, some white cabbage, and I'm going to use a speed peeler to peel a cucumber. And then just pop those little slivers of cucumber straight in the bowl. Now when you get down to the seeds, turn it around and keep going. You don't want the seeds in there. The seeds are quite watery and it's going to water down your salad and it'll go all mushy. All right. So far I've got my little beans and my cucumber in there. Everything's nice and green. Going to a little bit of cabbage. Just going to slice this really thinly. You could use Savoy cabbage if you wanted to. Not a lot, that's all I need. Put that in. Now this is, my dressing's a really, really simple dressing. Lime, juice, olive oil, salt, and then the wasabi. So I'm making a wasabi dressing. And this is where you would, if you wanted to still have wasabi, but you didn't want it to be that strong in the flavour, don't use the lime juice, don't use the oil. Make your mayonnaise with the wasabi and the Kewpie. Add a little bit of lime juice if you wanted to. Again, that would soften the flavour of the wasabi. Half a lime. A little bit of olive oil. A good pinch of salt. And a small amount of wasabi. Remember, you can always add more, you can't take it away. So I'm going to start with that much. Mix all that around. It's very, very hard to take wasabi away once you've added it. So it's a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. You can get really good wasabi powder now, which is just fresh wasabi that's been dried and then ground up. And it actually, that would be better for this because of the way it's going to mix through your dressing. So I just want to try that and make sure I've got the wasabi flavour that I'm after. Yep, I have. A bunch of coriander. Pop that in. Don't stir that yet. Just want to let that sit. So that's my little salad done. So I'll grab a pan, a really well seasoned pan. Don't wait for it to get hot. Put it in straight away. And that's gently going to toast those sesame seeds while we cook our salmon through. So a piece of salmon this size, you're looking at probably 4 to 5 minutes to cook through. Remember, salmon should be like a good piece of steak. It should be medium rare. You just want to set the inside, you don't want to overcook it. It is also very, very forgiving. So if you do cook it a little bit longer, you're probably going to be okay with a piece of salmon because it has those nice layers of fat in between the protein. It's probably one of the more forgiving pieces of fish. So that'll take, because we started from cold, probably 5 minutes. We're going to do 3 minutes one side, 2 minutes the other. So that's pretty much done. I'll take that off in 30 seconds and let it rest. My salad's done as well. Now that I'm close to serving, I can stir in my coriander. Let that become part of the salad. This is one of those dishes that would go really well. You could have this with something like a beer. Because of the wasabi in it, you could get away with a beer or even just a nice glass of crisp white wine. So it's great for summer. A big mound of our salad. And you can see the colour that we've got on those sesame seeds, so they're nicely toasted. Just season that while it's in there. Can come out. You've still got that, talking about medium rare. This is still nice and pink, blushing. We've just set the proteins on the inside. I'm happy with that. A little bit of olive oil to finish off. There we go. A really simple but really beautiful piece of sesame crusted or sesame encased salmon. And like I said before, you can have black sesame seeds, which gives it a really, really cool finish if you've got black sesame seeds on top.